They think you are the cure for their addiction to you. This individual wants to return, they want to come back into your life. This individual could be a past friend, that had romantic feelings for you, or they could be an ex-partner. Whoever this person is, they feel a strong soul-mate connection to you. And the thing is, if I was to draw up a Silent Street chart, you possibly would have some type of connection to them from a past life. Maybe they've got planets that are touching your vertex. Vertex talks about, past life connections as well as the South Node. And I feel like this individual feels like there's some type of unfinished business that you both have. And because they can't access you, because there is an energy of distance here, there is an energy of them feeling very desperate, them feeling very at a loss, I should say, at a loss by not being able to be within your vicinity. They're yearning you, they are yearning you, and it's making them feel overwhelmed. It's making them feel besides themselves. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know who to tell about this, strong feeling. I'm picking up a feeling of them losing, their grip. So this indicates to me that when you were in a connection with this individual, and you may have separated from this person due to certain circumstances, but I'm picking up that they were very controlling and they dominated the direction of this actual connection. And I'm hearing now that you're not around, they feel like they are lacking. They don't feel victorious. They don't feel any need to celebrate. I feel like this individual, whoever they are, they may have seen you as some type of prize, like a trophy that they could parade around. It's almost as if, I don't know why I'm getting narcissistic, but I don't know if this individual, well, I feel like for some of you, this individual used this connection as a prop, as a way to show others, look, I can bag her, I can bag him. And they wanted to walk, be seen with you, because in their view, and I'm sure you are, butterflies, you are very well sought after. Maybe you're very established in your career, very attractive. Maybe a lot of people flock to you. And this could have been your confidant. This could have been a best friend. This could have been a partner. But it's like it was very surface based when I look at this. And now that you're no longer around, this individual feels like, it's like they feel depleted. Like being connected with you gave them hype. This is like very leechy energy vampirish type of being in their ego. Look who I've got. So people can think that they've got something as to why you were connected with them. You gave them hype, basically. I went around the park up the motorway with that, but you gave them hype. And now they feel very bitter, very vengeful, very angry. This is not to say, right, that this individual did not have feelings for you, but their feelings were more wrapped up in vanity. It was more wrapped up in ego, how they look to others by being associated with you. It's like, yeah, I am worthy, I'm deserving, I've been chosen, look, I'm with this person. It was that type of energy. And for some of you, this could be like a working situation. Maybe this could be like, I don't know, this could be like a job or people at work or something of that sort. But there's an energy of you just keeping a distance. There's an energy of you just cutting off contact, like you do not communicate with this person anymore. If you do have to communicate, it's not the same. It's quite harsh. It's quite direct. It's lacking that softness that it may have had. And I feel like this person is very determined to break down your boundaries. So there's some type of boundaries that was put up in regards to this actual connection, and this person feels overwhelmed. Remember, they relied on your energy to give them a feeling of happiness. It's nice to connect with someone and they make you feel good, but the thing is, you're supposed to make yourself feel good first, right? But it's like this person used you as their source of happiness. You being in their life, it made, in their view, their life worth living. Like, you were the highlight of their world, like of their week, of their month, of their year, of their day. You know, it's the obsession that this person has and had at the point of when they were with you. And now that there's definitely been some type of change, you may have cut off communication, blocked this person, you just don't speak to this person anymore. You're holding up strong boundaries. They can feel the shift. They are not used to this cool, cold exterior version of you, right? Maybe you're not like that with everyone else, but with them you are, and they can feel it. And they fear that this is the end. They fear that without you, they're going to be lost. You know, they are constantly fixating on you. They're constantly trying to go over, you know, what they, I don't even feel like this person is trying to go over what they did to be fair with you. I feel like they're trying to go over, they're trying to fine tooth comb the change of when this distance started to happen. They don't think that they've done anything wrong. But for some of you to be in this energy, to cut them off the way you did, you possibly do think they did something wrong. And this person doesn't want to, you see, this person doesn't take accountability. They don't look at how their behavior may have affected you. I'm not saying you may not have done anything wrong to this person, or you may not have said anything hurtful to this person, but you're coming up as a Queen of Swords. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want you anywhere around me. Like, you're acting like this person is a stranger, and this person, I feel like they are in fear. They're refusing to accept, I'm hearing, the end of this connection. They're refusing to accept that things have changed because they fear being in the Nine of Swords. You know, the Nine of Swords is something that they're trying to scramble away from. It's that mental confliction. It's that feeling trapped in the head. We also have the Eight of Swords. It's like, no. I need them. Like, they're desperate. And this type of desperation and fixation and obsession is like, I'm going to break down your boundaries. Even if you don't want to speak to me, I'm going to force myself in your space. Even if you don't speak to me, I'm going to still text you. I'm still going to call you. I'm still going to act like everything's normal, because they don't want to accept that things have changed, because they are now learning, if they didn't learn before, that they relied heavily on your energy to make them feel good. And they had a sense of control that they felt at the time. And it's like they're going through narcissistic collapse and narcissistic injury is what I'm picking up. And it's like, no. And they don't want to sit and grieve the separation. They want to cling on. See how she's clinging on to the swords? They want to cling on. They want to cling on to you mentally. If they had this mental connection with you and they were able to mentally manipulate you, they want to cling on to that. And now, because they are refusing to let go, it's like spirit is punishing them mentally. It's like, leave this person alone. Like, it's done. The reason why there's a separation is because you are toxic. It's because you were doing the most and you were directing our butterflies in the wrong direction to feed your ego. It is over now, and all that energy that you projected outwardly onto the butterflies of mental control, and in some cases mental confliction, is now your cross to bear. Is now the prison that you are going to be sat in. And this is what this person doesn't understand. This person feels like if they align with you again, you will make everything all right in their life. No, it doesn't work like that. This person needs to heal. They need to get away from you, and they need to figure out why they fixated upon you in this way and why they felt the need to try and control you and dictate your life. This is the type of person that does not have control over their own life. So they try to control others, and they saw you as their victim, whether or not they'll admit it. But this is what it's coming up as, because now they're scrambling. They're literally scrambling. And one of the reasons why they're scrambling is because when you are around this person, you soothe their soul. You make them feel good. When you're not around, it's like, who are they talking to? Who are they with? Who are they influenced by? I don't want them to be independent. What if they leave me? And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And when you're around, it's like, I'm still in control. I still got them. I can still dictate the course of this situation to my will. It's very strange. And you have figured this individual out. You figured out that they've tried to block you. They tried to slow you down and stagnate you. Maybe when you were around them, you weren't aware that you were being stuck. You were being stagnated. Even if you know of the same people, it's like you're removing yourself from these same people that you all know. Or if you, excuse me, know of the same people, you may connect with these people away from this person. You know, even if you are forced, say you work with this person, even if you're forced to be around this individual, it's not the same vibe. You know, you're just polite now. You're just actually seeing this person as a dream snatcher. They're not your wish fulfillment. You may have been a wish fulfillment to them, but they're not your wish fulfillment. It's like when you're around this person, or when you think of this person, it doesn't bring any sense of peace. It brings a sense of discomfort. It's like a dark cloud. You know, you associate this person with, for some of them hearing anxiety, you associate this person with despair, you know, annoyance, and you're not accepting anything from this person anymore. You've held back, you're holding back, because in your view, you don't want to, you know, make this person feel like this could be something that it's not. So some of you, unfortunately, are still around this individual, and it's like you're really sharpening up on your behavior. Like maybe you may have felt like you lack boundaries, you know, and you could be thinking of, why did I let this type of person in my life at the time? You know, all these type of things are happening, and you're looking back and you're thinking, oh, maybe I gave them too much of, you know, I gave them too much access to me, and I shouldn't have. But maybe at the time you weren't in your power. You know, there's a lot of different things you're looking at. You're analyzing the way that you acted or how you interacted, and you don't want to be a part of this anymore. It's like you changing up has affected this person, and you're looking at how this person's being very controlling, very territorial, very desperate, very argumentative towards you. For some of you, because you're removing yourself, you're thinking about the behavior. You're thinking, you know, my life is so much better without this type of toxicity. You're thinking about how, you know, this person has maybe tried to come up against other people in regards to you. And you're shutting it all down. It's like you're shutting everything down. You're shutting down this person. You're shutting down hanging out with them. You're reclaiming back your power. You are focused on your happiness away from this person, because this person tried to make you feel like the only way that you can gain happiness is through them, right? You are focusing on your independence away from this person. Maybe this person tried to make you become codependent, and you're not going to fight for this anymore. Because you're not fighting for this situation right here, because they're so used to you coming back, they are depressed. Some of them are overindulging with vices, and they can't. One of the reasons why they're depressed is because you can now see them for who they are. You can now see them for the manipulator that they are, and you are moving away. You have moved away, and I got a feeling that when Neptune was in Pisces, this person was able to manipulate not just you but other people. But the rose-colored glasses are off now. You see this person for who they are. They're shocked that you can see them. They're shocked that you're not giving to them anymore. They're trying to outrun karma, because they feel like they could be feeling like ever since you removed yourself away from them, they ain't got no spiritual protection. Maybe they gained friends through you, and now that you don't F with them anymore, these friends don't really F with them like that. They're seeing that they're not credible. That's another thing. They're now seeing that they are not that person. They're now seeing that they're not credible. They're now seeing that you are the hype man. You are the hype woman. You gave them hype. Without you, no one cares about this person. And that's why they're scrambling. They benefited off your energy. And they try to destroy others by being associated with you, by hiding it as well. And now that you have removed yourself, other people are now seeing who this person is. Okay, and they're trying to outrun karma by being with you, because they feel like when you were around, you made everything all right. You righted all their wrongs, and